In today's trivia, we ask the question, what is the last line of ABBA's hit song, Knowing Me, Knowing You? And the answer is, it's the best I can do.
Always keeping it positive, aren't they?
Released 1976, just a few years after you were Björn.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, very good, very telling, because today we are celebrating the release of ABBA's first album in 40 years, ABBA Voyage. Now, I sat down with the tour producers behind the famous foursome in this new concept in London when all of a sudden, one of the Super Troopers crashed our interview. Hello, Björn. Yes, I almost didn't recognise you because you weren't wearing the mocap suit.
No, it's, I know, nobody recognizes me anymore.
Well, Björn, tell me what it's like working with these two.
Yeah, it's been a great joy, obviously, to work with those two. And they have given so much of themselves and are giving so much of themselves. They're totally immersed in this project.
The magic of the four of you getting back together for the first time, did it feel like 40 years had never happened?
It really did. It was. It just took a few seconds, and you know, it was so familiar. Everything, mixing console, the control room, the environment was totally the same as it had been 40 years ago. And then the four of us in that room, it felt, you know, yeah, like yesterday.
First it was just two songs. And then we said, well, maybe we should do, I don't know, a few others. What do you say, girls? And they say, yeah.
I've been speaking to these two incredible creators about this project. So when the idea of Voyage and new music came up, did you feel a lot of pressure going back into the studio?
It was totally the opposite, no pressure whatsoever. We called the ladies and they said, yeah, they were up to singing again. And we gathered in the studio with a couple of songs they'd heard before. Knowing that we were there just to, you know, try it out. And if it didn't sound right, if we weren't pleased with, you know, what we heard, then we'd walk out of that studio and say, well, yeah, it was worth a try. It just so happened that once we started recording and they started to sing, it sounded so much ABBA, and it sounded so good that, you know, eventually it became an album.
ABBA has such a special place in Australia's heart. Do you love that Aussies feel like that they discovered you?
Yeah, because it's true. You know, I keep saying that, but it's actually true that without Australia, we wouldn't be sitting here today. If Australia hadn't reinvented, as it were, ABBA with SOS and Mamma Mia. The guys here in London, they thought this is a corpse. It's not supposed to be moving. It's a Eurovision winner. It's a one-hit wonder. So they had discarded us more or less. But the Australians hadn't.
Hello, Sydney!
It's an incredible legacy that you guys have. My son is learning how to play Dancing Queen on the piano right now. So do you find that younger generations are discovering ABBA more and more?
Oh yeah, right now it's absolutely incredible, the reactions on TikTok and YouTube. And the streaming audience, the biggest streaming audience is between 15 and 23, that's what I hear.
That's true.
The music is timeless. I mean, that's what's so great about Voyage. So will you be in the audience on opening night? I mean, I know you're going to kind of be on stage too.
We'll be in the audience. I can promise you that. I'm not going to miss that.
What an absolute pleasure to speak to all three of you. We cannot wait for Voyage. Thank you all very much.
Great. Thank you.
So good.
Honestly, it was a pinch yourself moment when it happened. I could not believe it. So you can go see ABBA Voyage in London. That is the big installation with the AI. But if you want, right now, ABBA's new album, Voyage, is out now, and it is an absolute banger. What a thrill that was.
Yeah, great interview. And cross fingers that at some point the tour, they can bring it here.
Well, it's called Voyage. You think it could travel?
Yeah, they'll take the journey across the ocean. Still ahead on today.